Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander. I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, we have my co-host, Kelly. Are you there, Kelly?
Yeah, hi.
Okay, good. And we have my other co-host here, Barbara. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes, hi, everybody.
Good. And now, our guest today is Cheryl Murphy. And it says here that you've studied metaphysics for like 20 years or something. Is that true?
Yes. You know, I have studied it. Really, it is just part of really my childhood and my family, and I've just grown up loving everything about metaphysics, healing, you know, energy work. So yes, I have a great passion for this, and I feel it's my vocation. Yeah. So thank you for having me.
Now, let's see here. Kelly, you said that you had a brief question for her, and then we'll go to Echo. Is that okay with you two?
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering if you see any specific spirits that are helping me through the process that I'm going through right now.
Are you going through a separation of some kind in a relationship, may I ask?
Yes, actually. We were
because I
supposed
feel
to get
movement
married.
with you. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You were supposed to get married?
Yeah, and then he broke it off, and now I'm just sorting out his and his daughter's stuff out of my house, and because we're done, and so
Yeah.
I don't know what you see with that.
Yeah. Sorry. So this is, but you know what I feel with you is this is as a start of something new. I do want to tell you that our life does kind of move in ebbs and flows, and it felt movement. You know, I felt movement around you. So it even feels like you might even be relocating into another home, but certainly energy around your love life, yes. But, you know, it's kind of it's bigger than what we think it is right now. So, for example, what's happening in your life, I know it's sad because it's a heartbreak, but what I'm hearing is there are parts of you that are coming to life or awakening. It's almost like a bigger consciousness that's opening up for you. And it does feel like it's happening, and it's going to happen for a few years now. I could say it's an awakening, but I will just say it's an opening of energy coming to you where you do become even more powerful in your healing work, in your intuition, in your abilities, and even more just standing in your power. I almost feel like there's more of a knowing coming into your life right now, maybe more of a certainty that you're on the right path. So your life will show you that even though these things happen where people, you know, leave our life for whatever reason, that somehow your path is becoming bigger and brighter. But I do feel good things coming, like you're going to get through this definitely for sure. There's something significant happening for you. Even in the next, you know what I'm feeling? Even in the next 3 months, there's another shift happening for you of opportunity. So, for example, you know, an increase in financial flow, for example, or, you know, something about new friendship. But there's some flow of abundance coming to you of love, right? And love is expressed in many different ways. But, you know, love coming to you in 3 months. So, and it does feel like, an old friend coming from the past to help you through this too. But this is really kind of you stepping more into your power. Can you understand that?
Yeah, I can. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You know, I grew up with my abilities from my family, you know, so it was so natural for us to talk about this subject matter. And then when I, you know, got into high school and college, I started studying this. Really, that's when my real study started, just learning about different techniques and modalities and really feeling your energy. Kelly, I mean, your healing ability is going to take on a new modality, I'll just say, or take on a stronger a stronger informative amount of healing work, like more power is going to move through you, more light's going to be moving through you is what I'm getting. Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's fantastic.
Yeah, there's something about you kind of stepping into that power over the next 3 months is what's going to happen. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
so I'm hoping this helps with you. And, this is a shock to your system, what has happened with this relationship. So it is all about self-care right now and just being tender with yourself and, not being, we're the first always to judge ourselves or be hard on ourselves. So just know that you're being held in the light right now, right, by your guides and angels, and you're being supported through this, okay?
Oh,
you definitely
good.
have a big support system. Yeah.
Excellent. Do you see like a career path that's going to become like an obvious career path that would be really good for me?
What I feel first when you're asking me that, it's you're naturally going to be working with people, right? I just feel like that's what you do. That's who you are. You resonate very much with speaking in front of people or teaching. So you have that teacher energy about you, or even that coaching. For example, I don't know if you've ever felt, because I know you're a light worker, right? But have you ever felt about life coaching or, it does feel that teacher energy. So you might just be teaching what you're doing, right, as a light worker. But you're actually helping people develop their own abilities is what I'm picking up.
Okay. And that will translate into an income, like a compensation for my time?
Well, what happens, Kelly, is you start working with groups of people. So I don't know if you're doing one-on-one right now, but, working with one person at a time. But I feel like there's groups of people coming to you, This is what I'm feeling is groups of people coming to you, and even repeatedly too, right? So I feel just there's something about training, something about teaching, once again, teaching, training, that life coach, about helping people kind of find their own inner light or that own sacred light within each of us. It's about helping people tap into their own ability, their own intuition. There is a financial flow with you. I don't know if you are a writer, but I feel like Spirit wants to tell me to get you to start writing. Okay, do you understand that? Can you resonate with that?
Yeah.
There is something about you writing. So you will there could be a book your way. It could even be just like a series of teaching manuscripts, for example. But it is about you putting the word, what I'm hearing is it's about you putting the word on paper for people, because people learn differently. They learn visually, by reading, by experiencing, and your gift is actually in speaking and writing. So you have a lot of grace around you. Yeah, you have a lot of grace around you. So I know you'll be just fine, and you should be thriving. It's after this 3-month mark. Once again, there's another wonderful flow of abundance in 3 months. So I just feel like you're stepping into this more of you, this more opportunity. And that's what happens when our life shifts. When people leave our lives, or when we move, when we have a job change or a relationship change, for example, we are actually shifting our energy, right? So we are attracting new ideas in our life. We're attracting new opportunities and new people, new experiences. And for you, that's a good thing. So may I just ask you, Kelly, I don't know if you have this or not, but do you have like an upset stomach, or do you take stress in or hold it in sometimes?
Yes, it's
I
not
just feel a little bit,
but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's a little sensitivity around my stomach area, so I feel like that's you. And because you're an empath, right, Kelly? So you're an empath where you're very sensitive to your environment, who you're around, being around, people with high energy that support you and that are positive in your life. So I just feel like that's what happens too, is you become more sensitive. Like I'm listening more to the vibration of what my what my body's feeling, what my body's telling me, and you know, letting go of any judgment around this relationship. You know, right now is not the time. Right now it's about self-care. It's around understanding that there's a bigger calling or a bigger picture for you. I feel like in some way you're being led, you're being guided, yes, to something more than, you know, something greater than ourselves is what I'm hearing.
Oh, that's
and I feel
great.
like it's a calling. Yeah, I do feel like it's a calling for you too. It's something about you stepping up to your higher light, you know, to more light. Yeah, there's an immense amount of happiness coming to you, but you do have to kind of care for yourself for now. Now is the time to care on a day-to-day basis. Be gentle with yourself, support yourself, getting rest, and, you know, just being kind to yourself, as they say, not trying to be so hard on ourselves, not doing too much even. Also, you know, maybe just moving at a slower pace right now would be very, very good for you. And may I ask, do you meditate right now, Kelly? You probably do some meditation. Yeah.
Yeah, I do more of like moving meditation, but than just sitting to it.
Yeah. So in your movement, I love moving meditation. By the way, whether we're walking in a meditation or dancing, or just you know, we can take meditation in many forms. Like gardening can be a meditation, or even cooking if we enjoy cooking. Right, that could just be a meditation where we are just so comfortable in what we're doing that we don't have to think about it. But what I'm hearing from Spirit World is about breathing. So when you're in your moving meditation, breathing down to that belly area and just relaxing some, and breathing and taking in that power of the world, of the planet, of the universe, just drawing in that nature energy, right, of the oceans and of the trees, of the flowers, breathing that in and breathing it all the way down to the belly. Yeah. And letting that kind of help nourish you. Yeah, and some spiritual nourishment for you right now.
Oh, thank you.
That's
good.
You're
welcome.
I'm doing it too. I'm enjoying it too. As you're speaking, I'm starting to breathe. And that could have been I'm Barbara. That could have been my stomach ache you're feeling. I'm not sure, because I have the worst. Yes, and I never get them. But right before I got home, I was just like, oh, it's so horrible. And I'm not hungry, nothing. I really think it's the two major high and a low of a conflict I'm dealing with that is like, I can't enjoy the high because of the other one tugging at me right now. And it just is giving me a stomach ache from time to time. And just now I had it. So could you have felt that, Cheryl?
Perfect. Absolutely. And, you know, it's very much can be the messages that come through Spirit that I deliver can absolutely mean something for more than one person, and that it's very common when your energies are together, even in the same room, that we're blending, and so even the messages can also mean something to more than one person. So please breathe that in too and take that advice too. Yeah.
Need to meditate.
I have a question. Did that answer all your questions, Kelly?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Are you there?
Yes.
Echo?
Okay, you're up.
Oh, Echo.
Wait, it's my turn?
Echo.
Yes, it's your turn.
Your turn.
Okay. So my name's Echo, and I'm happy to be here with you guys. There's a couple things I would really like some insight into. First and foremost, I just made a very big change in my life, and I'm working on some really awesome projects, something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I also am a small business owner, and my biggest thing that I seem to battle with is that I feel like I really, work a lot and put a lot of energy into whatever it is I'm doing at the time, career-wise, and I don't ever really get that financial abundance that I'm looking for. So I'm really, really curious to see what the next 6 months to a year looks like.
Yeah. So just to say this from the beginning is I feel a passion about you, Echo. So I just feel you're so passionate. Is this a new career path for you, may I ask, or is this the? Are you a light worker too, also?
No, I'm not.
You don't do healing work? Because I feel a passion within you. Like, okay, let me just feel here. So, this is a project that you've been working on for a while now. Is that right? With your job, with your business?
No, it's a new project that I have just thrown myself into over the last month. But it's something I have done in the past. But the level to which I'm doing it now is going to then create a bunch of other like layers to it. And perhaps in some way it could be seen as like healing or cathartic. There's definitely writing involved, and that's something I've always wanted to do. So it feels like now is the time I'm doing it. But I guess it's really just curious.
So this is what I'm feeling for you. Yeah. There's definitely financial freedom happening for you, and I felt 3 streams of income coming to you. So 3 income flows, coming to you. And it feels like one of those flows is the bigger of the 2. So that's kind of, for example, your main career path. So you might have 2 smaller incomes coming to you, whether you do a side job or you do favors for people, freelance work, we'll just say, and getting paid that way. But, financial freedom for you in the next 6 months to a year will definitely be better than what you've experienced this last year, because it feels like there were some expenditures that went out either unnecessarily or, by surprise. But I do feel there's a shift happening right around that 6-month mark. And this is about you walking towards your passion, we'll just call it. This is about you kind of acknowledging that you also are carrying the energy of financial freedom, and how we can attract financial freedom and financial flow into our life is to use those affirmations of, every day in every way, right? Do you put that out there?
Yeah, that's something I've really been learning and studying the last year, just from different people I follow on different podcasts, and have just really learned how important language is and how important it is to constantly just be be in your word, and instead of saying I'm going to or I will, you say I have this, or this is happening right now, or whatever. It's all about how you say it and constantly reaffirming it, and I think that's a very powerful thing.
Also, absolutely, and also, Echo, the important part of financial flow is to understand that you're a giver, like you're always giving in your life, and now I'm asking you to start receiving financial flow and to receive it even on different levels. So we have to kind of practice it being a receiver in our life. For example, one of the ways to kind of get the wheels of favor to turn your direction is to actually, whether it's cleaning your closet out and donating clothes, so we want to start giving financial flow out to people, and so that is financial flow, right? Donating and clearing, the clutter or the clothes.
Definitely.
Yes, taking someone to lunch is a big deal, and someone who, out of sincerity, and someone who didn't expect it, but doing something nice for someone else, or donating to a charity or an organization. These are ways to announce or to declare to the universe that I enjoy and I want to help others with my financial flow. But then the other part of that is to understand when you do receive financial flow, whether someone does something kind for you, or when you do receive money, whether it's through the paycheck or finding money on the, finding a penny on the sidewalk, for example. It's about picking it up and acknowledging, look, this, I'm grateful to the universe for this financial flow. I acknowledge that it's coming to me, and start receiving it and being open to it, because I really do feel there's something about you kind of learning also how to be more of a money manager with your money, okay?
For sure,
so after that,
that's huge.
Yeah, so after that 6-month mark, I'm feeling, so like after this next 6-month mark, there'll be something where you have to make a decision about my money, like where do I put it here? Do I spend it here? Do I save some? How am I going to manage this money energy that I have, right? And so I just feel like that's when you know that it will start coming either a little bit faster for you is what I'm feeling. It's like the more we acknowledge it, the faster it will flow. Also, I want to tell you the thing about financial flow with you is so the next 6 months to a year, I even feel like at that year mark, there's something about you buying a new car for yourself or buying, some big appliance. We'll just say that. I mean, it's a big spending investment. So it could be a new vehicle. But just to keep that in mind, because you will realize you're going to learn about this financial flow even more. It's not just today's call, but it's about opening the door because there's so many doors to financial freedom. So this is just a little bit of information to help you. So I hope that I hope you can even start tonight when you get off this call. You could take some of the money in your wallet and either arrange it in a proper order, hold money and be grateful for it, and then put it back in your wallet, for example. But these things about appreciating the energy that money has is really, and it is about love. If we can just say money is love, right? And we just want more love in our life, or we're asking for more love, we're declaring for more love, we acknowledge that we have more love, and therefore the love comes in the form of money. Yes?
Yeah,
okay.
There's something really interesting that I learned, and it was a really powerful lesson, and really just it made sense. Like I've never had something make sense like that before to me. It just resonated with me, and it was somebody I follow on a podcast, and she's amazing, and she talked about every time you go anywhere and you spend any of your money, at whether it's buying a cup of coffee or, buying clothes or whatnot, that you spend that money and you swipe your card and you say there's more of that where that came from, and then you look around the facility and you say because of this money that I'm gifting to this business, and it's honoring and helping everybody in this business. It's helping the owner and it's helping the people that work here and whatnot. And I thought that was a very interesting lesson to learn, and it really makes sense. And if you, I think, approach it in that manner, then it comes back to you.
Absolutely.
Now,
you want it?
Say something about a dream that you had. A dream.
What's that?
Didn't you say that you had a dream? Barbara was saying that you were going to bring up a dream on the air.
Dream, yes.
Yeah, it was a very just, I don't know, a random dream about you that, and I told Barbara, I feel like I know him, and I was like, wait, did I see him on a YouTube channel or something? And I was like, oh no, I had a dream, and you were in your studio doing the podcast, but you were in red Speedos. And it was
I didn't know. I thought the dream was about that. I thought it was a dream about something you wanted to know or something. I didn't know. I didn't know. I thought it was something that it was dreams irrelevant to something you didn't. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
No,
I didn't mean to interrupt what you were about to say to Cheryl. I thought, but does that answer all your questions, Echo, or did you have more questions?
I'm sorry, I got red Speedo. I think I went over a lot.
Yeah. But Echo, can I add one more thing? Yeah.
Yeah, please.
I absolutely agree with when we receive money, even when we pay for an item at the grocery store and the cashier is handing us change, it's that exchange of being grateful for receiving the exchange. Yes. And you're right, when we ask for it to be for the highest good for all, exactly, it's exponentially much more powerful, right? When we're grateful that person has a job, that we have the money, that it helps the farmer that brought the produce, that everyone is creating that abundance.
So many layers. Yeah, and it's a really beautiful and powerful thing when you really think about it. And if you look at it in that manner, then you're manifesting, abundance and financial freedom to come into your life. So I really like that.
That helps me too a lot to
Fantastic.
hear that again.
And also, yes, also, the color red is a manifesting color. It's a very active color. It's an earth energy. So, you've heard of that, like greens are a very good earth color too, but red is actually a good color for manifesting. So just think about that. For example, you may buy yourself a new red wallet, right? That's what the Chinese New Year's is all about, right?
Remember, Barbara, when we were young, that's all I would wear was red.
Yeah. Wow. I have a red checkbook. I just got that out. I'm going to use this again. Oh, how cool. I didn't even, and then my background to my headshot's been red on the fan page, which is going well. And, let's use the red more. Wow.
Yeah.
Yay.
I have a red bracelet I don't take off now, ever since this journey started.
That's beautiful.
So
red carries... Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Red is a very grounding vibration. It's bringing our dreams and desires and what we want to manifest, bringing it into this reality or this physical plane, for this dimension that we're in. So it's about bringing that through into form. I'm happy that you wear that red bracelet. That is a very powerful bracelet for you. Like, it's got your energy on it now, and you don't take it off, do you? You have it on all the time?
No, I leave it on all the time, and it's red coral, so it's not going to fade.
So you put your energy into it by wearing it and appreciating it and loving it. You love the color of it. And so it serves you in return. It just grows exponentially in its ability to serve you in its purpose, which is a healing, an activating color, a movement color, not keeping things too stagnant, but kind of keeping them in a flow and keeping them grounded. Yeah.
Wow, thank you.
There's something else I want to talk about. Actually, two things I want to talk about and ask about as well. I had a very dear and close person in my life that passed 6 years ago out of the blue. And I feel his presence around, but I don't know. I want to know that he's there and that he sees me and my daughter.
I felt that to be a male. And is this someone, a contemporary, like someone around your age?
He was a little younger, yeah. He was a male.
Okay. Absolutely. Our loved ones are, and I feel like a very funny personality, may I just say, if I connect with him.
Such a comedian.
And real and if I just feel his personality, I feel like I'm a real casual person too. Like, I'm very, he's very energetic and happy and funny, but he's so easygoing too, right?
Yes, very.
Like, and a real closeness with you guys is what I'm feeling. Like, you tell him anything. I feel like like you told him some of even your most confident, like he was a confidant, right? Your most, this is fun. This is what a great relationship. Oh, yes, he's definitely around and loves you. And I feel like he's giving you the heart signal right now, how we do with our hands. We put the heart, out there to show you.
I love that.
Oh. So what?
Awesome.
Yeah, I know. So what happens is now as you go through your evening tonight or tomorrow, the next couple of days, kind of just look out for that symbol, and in unexpected places, or you might see it on someone's T-shirt, or it'll be right in front of you. Like, I do that. I feel like that's how he's going to connect with you. It's like, look, I'm here. That's validation that I love you. I'm watching out for you. Right.
Cool.
But really good friends, I just want to say. I feel really tight, with a very good. It's almost like in some way, you're almost the same person in some way, because you both were that close. I just feel like you could, you knew each other that well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
I like that. Thank you.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Cheryl, you're really gifted and amazing.
Well, thank you.
This is Barbara. I mean, is Echo? Do you have any questions, Barbara?
Do I have
What's that?
questions regarding Echo or my own?
Or I don't know. Maybe you could ask a question for you both or something. I mean, or Echo could ask a question. Or
Does Echo have one more question? I think she had one more, and then I'll go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really, really curious what my future looks like in terms of a partner in my life. I don't feel that I'm ready for it right now, but I just wonder about that a lot. Because there's a dark energy around me that has been around me for a long time, and just trying to expel that and really hoping that, I'm opening myself up to light and love.
Yeah. So thank you for that, because I feel, and your energy is just so full of light, even though you are acknowledging, that maybe there's that shadow side or that, part that is, not as bright. But I want to tell you, you are a warrior, my friend. Okay, and I just feel that you are a take charge kind of person. That's what I'm feeling.
Yep.
And when we're is that right? Is that right?
Oh yeah, very much, and also what you said, that I take care of other people. I mean, I'm such a nurturer. I have been my entire life, and really coming to a place now that realizing that I really need to honor and take care of myself as well.
There's a beautiful goddess energy about you too, and I'll help you get there. Just because the warrior, when we're this warrior and we're doing for others, and we want righteousness and we want the best for other people. It is sometimes can take our own energy, where we have to make sure we ourselves are cleaned, our energy's clean and vibrant and strong. And so that's when your goddess energy can come out. So, whether you want to clean your auric field, which is that energy field, about 3 feet around us, where we see our colors and our energy field, right? So to clean our energy field, and because this is what I'm getting about you and the love relationship, is you're right. You're not ready yet. But that doesn't mean you won't. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It's just that right now, when you start demonstrating more of this goddess energy, where people receive the help from you, definitely always. But it is your asking for help from a higher source, we'll just say, knowing that you can ask guides and angels. You can talk to other people's guides and angels and ask that they receive help, whatever it is they need. So let me just say this. To clean your energy field, we can think positive thoughts. We can read inspirational literature. We can even soak in a bath of Epsom salt, or have you heard of that? Or sea salt with some fragrance, right? You want to soak in that and clean your energy field, not only the physical body, but we're cleaning an energy field. And where we're also meditating, of course, is always number one, but getting that rest and spiritual nourishment for you, because you're a powerhouse, my friend. And I feel like you just are carrying that darkness that you mentioned ago. It's almost like you're just carrying it. That's all. It's not like it belongs to you. It's not like it's yours. It's almost like giving yourself permission, because you've been that warrior for so long. It's about setting it down, or even you can send it into the light and have it be transformed if you wish. But it is about because when your strength increases, your own soul is crying out for love. I feel that. That's when love steps in. So to put a timeline on it, I do feel it's. Let me just feel with you. I do feel it's almost like at that 8th month mark, and I always say give it a month early, give it a month later, but around that time, like I wouldn't be surprised just talking about it if it doesn't happen sooner, because, even as we're speaking, your energy is becoming more vibrant and lighter, because you have this, you have a beautiful butterfly energy, full of like the pastels, the yellows and the pinks and the, the springtime colors about you. And that's what I'm hearing from spirit world is like
butterfly. I love that.
Who told you that? Who told you that?
I have
Where did you
two
hear
of my
that?
very best friends call me butterfly.
See, that's confirmation and validation, right? That spirit is connecting with you, saying, we got you, Echo. We got you back. We got your back. We got you covered. We just, need you to kind of know that your willing or your desire is always for people's highest good. And then we always have to kind of come back into our own centeredness and our own alignment of what we dream, desire, feel our own power again. Because when you feel your own power and who you are, when both of your feet are on the ground and you're connected to Mother Earth and her unconditional love, and you can breathe that in and let that belly expand again, right? Then there's a centeredness, there's a calmness coming. Now you're in your element, you're in your zone, and that's when love enters, is what I'm hearing. That's all. That's all.
Okay.
I
love that. I love that. That totally makes sense.
But love is certainly in your life. And I just heard it's like no other. It's like no other love that you've had in the past or you have experienced, but it's like no other. So
that's what I need. That's what I need. None of the same, please.
It's like no other. And it's okay if you're a little bit impatient, because maybe that's just, we all get impatient sometimes, but that's what their lesson is. It is about you. Let me just see what they're asking me for. What are your guides saying to me? It is about you almost feeling it right now, rather than looking for it with our physical eyes or, asking friends to, it's about feeling it, feeling like there's a knowingness, like, oh, yes, I'm definitely going to attract someone. Yep, I have that attraction ability. I'm resonating with Mother Earth. I am a soul and a spirit on this world, in this world right now. Absolutely. My soul is crying out for me to open up to more of who I truly am. And when you step into more love for yourself, you will step into love from someone else, if that helps.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. That's great.
Yeah, you're certainly a powerhouse, and you've certainly done a lot for others. So I just feel like it's that karma thing where it comes around. It comes back around. And it happens quicker now. Karma happens quicker. I think it used to take a long time, but now I feel like we can see it happen in this lifetime. And karma is a beautiful thing. When we serve others, when we want to help others, when we want to do the best for the highest good for others, then we're always operating at our highest potential. Okay. Yeah. Well, good.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Echo, also just one more thing is it'll always happen when you least expect it. I just had to add that to it.
Yeah, definitely.
That all was great to hear. Sorry.
Yeah.
Very great to
hear you
from my friend Echo. Kelly, too, was very positive.
Are you
what, Jonathan?
Finished with the question? I just wanted to ask if Echo was finished with the questions or not.
No, I'm finished. That's really what I wanted to ask about.
Okay, Barbara, you had a question?
Oh, thank you, Jonathan. Yes. Okay. I am in a state of a lot of confusion, sometimes not confused about what to do, but just like I was saying earlier, I have two polar opposite feelings happening at the same time right now, and one I'm going to be getting away from soon, and one I would like to receive soon, and I'm so excited about. But I'm wondering, do you feel this inside of me, like these two polar opposite feelings going on right now? Do you feel that? It's really hard to deal with right now. Go ahead.
It does feel like you're being kind of pulled in two different directions, right?
Yes.
And I do feel that that your time is being asked to be, we only have so many hours in the day, right? But yet you're asked to give all your time to both of these things, right? And so what happens is we actually kind of do. I know you're a multitasker, right, Barbara? You're very good at multitasking.
I'm good at it, but I feel like I'm spread too thin, and then nothing is, well, it does actually get done. Things do get done, but it takes longer. I need to focus on one thing at a time, but I need to just focus more, but it's so hard when two of these things, and this amazing thing happened to me earlier this month, something extraordinary, something I never thought would happen, something that was like, wow, my dream came true. Something is so magnificent happening to me right now. I just want to enjoy that so much. And also, I have a question about that. Do you feel that is going to be smooth and successful and go my way and the way? Do you feel that? This is like the thing I'm so excited about. I can deal with the other one. The other one I can deal with. It's interrupting me, but it's going to be away soon. But I want to know if you feel this new thing going on in me.
There's definitely travel in your future. I'll just tell you that. Okay. So yes is the short answer to it. I do feel this opportunity is going to take you like in a whole new direction in your life. All right. The part of you that's feeling spread thin, you're being pulled, what's happening is your energy is actually being, pulled in two different directions too. And your time and your thoughts and your mental energy is what I'm hearing. So it's almost like clarity of mind is what Spirit's giving me for you, is like settling the mind, giving yourself some time to also breathe through this experience of change or exchange of energy. So I do feel that it's almost about letting go of one, right, and then stepping into something new, because it feels like we're trying to do both at the same time. And even though you will do it and you are successful at it, I feel there's something inside of you, whether it's energetically, it could be emotionally, it could be, mentally, that we almost have to let go. We almost have to practice the art of letting go, whether it's through a ceremony, lighting a candle, appreciating what you have and letting go, because you are stepping away from something, right? You're stepping away from something and into a new.
It's I feel like it's a horrible, evil person that I'm getting away from, and I'm so glad to be doing this. Mm-hmm. And I was given something so wonderful, and I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. I just feel like every day, it's like I know I'm going to get there, and traveling is because I am moving. I'm moving, and that's really a major travel, and I have to go there first to find the place. So that's coming shortly. So you were right on with that. I want to know, I know this is going to work out really well. I know it and feel it myself. I just wondered if you did feel this. I do. Wondering if you're feeling the good, or if the bad is interrupting your feeling of it.
No, I'm just picking up on what you're currently going through, or what you're currently. I feel in some way it's already in motion, right? The things that you want to attract in your life, they're already in motion. And right now you're kind of in that change or exchange of energy where there's shifting and molding happening to make that happen. So even if it feels like you're a little bit uncomfortable, like the ground is moving under my feet, and I don't have my footing, just know that the universe, that's kind of when that has to be our attention. It has to get your attention to say, look, that just means things are in flux. Everything's working out to my advantage, right? Everything's working out on my behalf. And at the moment of commitment, the universe is conspiring to help me. It's always working out on my behalf. But I do feel this separation from this person, even though it is a wonderful and good for you to step out of that energy. we almost have to, once again, even though it was uncomfortable, we have to send it away or ask it to step out of our energy field with love and compassion, with love and compassion for whatever that.
I feel like, thank you. I feel like I want to do it in a mean way, but then I know that's wrong and I shouldn't do it that way. I know that's mean, but that's bad. But I have been dealing with so much negativity that it's just like you kind of want to give that back. But me being me, I want to be good. So if I ever am questioning what to do, just do the right thing, the good thing.
Yes, and
so
having the anger or wanting to do something bad or say something unkind. I mean, sometimes it's just natural, and it's not about judging ourselves if that happens. I mean, we do have to get those off our chest too. I mean, it is about being real and true and who you are. But I just feel at this moment you are since you've already done that in some way, because it's been happening for a while. Like you've been separating from this for a while. I kind of feel like you're on the tail end of it, okay? Or you're just about rounding the corner from it. And it is only when we gain distance from it that we can actually get to that point of, love and compassion, because it was uncomfortable. But when I just feel like you're rounding the corner, love and compassion, sending you on your way, still learning. It was an empowering experience from which you're still learning from, and we'll continue to learn. But right now, this new path that you're on, I feel like you're unstoppable in some way. And I feel like your power is more heart-centered. So maybe maybe in the abdomen where I was feeling the uncomfortableness, that feels like that's happening. I just heard it's going to resolve itself with that. Okay, that's going to resolve itself. But you're operating from more of a heart-centered right now.
Definitely.
Like, you're like Superwoman,
that, right, Echo? It's all about that right now. It's all about the heart. Oh, my gosh. You're totally right on with that. It's so much the heart, and that's why I think the emotions, like it's so emotional, too, that it's giving me the stomach aches. And it's like right now I should be able to enjoy this thing that's going on. And I'm just thinking maybe I should just do it sooner than later, like get rid of the bad right away, not just let it linger, because I think that might be more comfortable in certain ways. You know what I mean?
This is true. I mean, you always do it in your own timing because your timing is the divine timing. That's when it's at its best to work for you. But I do want to tell you, it is better to cut ties, for example, or or to end things. But once again, if we can do it, and always pray or ask, beforehand, before you do any of that, always ask, let this be the right thing I'm doing. Let it be for my highest good, for the highest good of all, as we were mentioning earlier. Always ask it to be for the good of all involved. And even what you're stepping into, let that be for your highest good and for all involved too. Because that will always be, because I can already tell I'm getting a little bit of chills here, angel bumps. I can already tell that it's going to be better than you had imagined. It's going to be better than you imagined, So,
Thank you. I got the chills too just now.
Yay! It's like angel wings all over you right now.
Did she answer your question, Barbara?
Yes, thank you so much. I feel so much better. It's so much better.
Okay,
thank you so much, Cheryl.
I have a question. This question is for the benefit for me, it is for Kelly, and it's for Barbara. I have heard a prediction from a psychic say recently that we were going to take the show on the road. What's interesting is this was before Barbara came around. So I want to know, what do you see as far as that prediction is concerned? And if we take the show on the road, what part will Barbara play in it?
Okay. Well, right before the show started, I do my meditation and I'm tuning in and I'm getting ready to call you and start this program, and I'm feeling, isn't this interesting? What's coming to me right now is this show is definitely going places, because it's going to be bigger Like, you guys are, it's going to be bigger. That's what I saw. It's going to really gain momentum or gain traction. I'll just say that.
Okay.
So however you do it, I don't want you to leave the online audience. I just tell you that, because online, I mean, there's a way to either do both, because I almost feel like it even becomes easier for people to access you or access your show online. So whether they call in and listen or something, I don't know if you have that ability for them to just call in.
We do.
I mean,
we do.
Yeah, to listen to your show. I mean, I know they call in with questions, but when am I getting about this? Like, it becomes more of a regular thing for people. How's that? To where they can either call in and listen to your show, or they can come see you in person. It becomes more of a family or more of a community, is what I'm hearing also. So you do really get this community feeling.
That's interesting that you say that about community, because Kelly has made that observation about the show before. Isn't that right, Kelly? Kelly, are you there?
Oh, I think she may have left early. Remember, Jonathan, she said she may have to not stay the whole time.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, all right, yeah. Well, anyway, but she made that observation. But I think, no, it says she's still here. But what I was going to say is that, Barbara, I think you kind of can agree with that, though, as well. Don't you think?
Oh, yes, and this is amazing, Jonathan, what we were discussing yesterday and what she touched on about, you want to keep your online listeners. Remember, this was like something that you were figuring out yesterday with me, remember?
Yeah.
So she hit on that,
that
too. That is narrowing things down right there. Cheryl, that's amazing.
And I also feel that with online, I don't know if you're going to go video, like with a camera or something online too, because I feel like this is a spiritual community. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Happening.
That is crazy. I mean, is that where you're laughing, Jonathan, of what she just said?
And I also texted you something. Can you
But
let me see.
I just wrote you back.
Kelly,
I just wrote you.
Yes, and Kelly's calling back in. Kelly, what I was saying is that she made the prediction about the show. Are you there, Kelly?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, about the show being. She said the show would eventually be like a community, family, and you have made that sort of a statement on Facebook posts in the past.
Oh, good.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, you can hear me now?
Yes.
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 Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I was like, earlier, I'm like, I'm here. Felt like an out-of-body experience. I'm like, oh no, I'm having one of those again. But
it's about a spiritual community, or it's about a nature. It's about like grounding a community, like getting some roots going, and it is about coming to life, like putting a face or putting a voice or putting yourselves out there more is just what I keep hearing. I don't know, and I just heard television. So whether it means you're going to be on television, it could be a local, it could be like if you go around, on tour, for example, you could be on the local news or the local, programs where you are on a monitor. Because I just kind of see you guys on a TV monitor, so there is more behind the scenes to happen for you guys. Really excited about it. And so there's 4 of you. Is that right? There's 4 of you? There's 3. I feel like a 4th one's coming on your program.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why I feel like a 4th one stepping on. Yeah, there's 4 now, but it feels like there's a 4th one coming on too. But
well, you know why I think that you feel that is because Echo is going to do her own thing.
Oh,
Her own. So
very
yeah,
good.
so maybe you're feeling that, right, Echo?
Very, very right.
Is Echo?
Very,
here
very.
with us still?
Okay, yeah, but very much it is about you guys. Let me just see what Spirit's telling me. Life, laughter, happiness. I just feel very happy around this question or this conversation we're having. Like it feels very active energy. I don't feel it to be dormant or flat or low vibration. It feels very high. Like maybe you're just stepping up your game, right? And that's what it feels like. Yeah? It feels like we're stepping up the game. And there's certainly a calling, a demand. There is an audience is what I'm hearing. Like you're going to capture people's hearts is what I feel.
Awesome.
You're going to capture their attention. Yeah, and have these conversations that, maybe they feel comfortable having or at least listening to. You're letting people have a voice in some way.
That's great.
So great.
So I also felt, just to finish it off, I felt like new microphones or new equipment, so maybe that's just going to be part of it. But it's almost like amping it up in somewhat, amping up. Because this is what happens, right? When we get a bigger platform, we have a larger audience, we need that equipment to...
Right, Barbara?
Yes, new lighting.
Oh my gosh, I just ordered, right now it's in the shopping cart, and something for the show, a new lighting system, yes. So that is crazy, right, Jonathan? And we were doing tests on something else that we're going to use for another avenue, yes. All for hours yesterday.
Wow.
He was working on it. He was working on it for hours yesterday.
Oh, wow.
That's exciting. That's exciting for the show. And Kelly's always asking and wondering about, am I going to be compensated for her time? She puts a lot of time and energy. And you know what? I think the answer is yes. Well, I know the answer is yes now because the last few have said this, and Cheryl is really saying our show is going to get bigger, change, and she's feeling this. You're feeling this very strongly, right, Cheryl?
Yes, absolutely. And there's free programming, or if anyone was doing a side class or a side teaching course, or there could be a fee with that. But I almost feel like this becomes bigger than what we're even talking about now. Like this can really take on some wider audiences, however far we can reach, with internet and let internet work for you is what, let the spirit world work for you is what I'm hearing. Like if you set the intention, put the intention out there, visualize it, feel the excitement of having all these people to talk to every day or every week or every month, whatever your format, which could change too. But whatever that is that you're asking for, try to feel it and live it. And what would it be like? Like imagine, design your day. What would my day look like when I come in the morning and I have all these people to talk to and they're laughing and we have such great conversations and they're resonating and we're building our audiences? What does that feel like, right? What is it?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I feel that.
Awesome.
That's amazing. And when you just said that is so amazing where you said you might be teaching something and getting paid. That's what Jonathan was saying. With this new program, we can actually have classes and charge for this. It wasn't our number one goal, but he had mentioned that and several times to me over the last couple of weeks. So that, and just, yes, this is great. And I'm getting, when you get goosebumps, that means that what's going on?
I know.
I'm getting
so
goosebumps.
Angel bumps.
What does that mean?
I call them angel bumps.
Oh, wow.
They're goosebumps. They're chills. They're angel bumps. It's almost like our energy field, that auric field, is reaching out. So all of our energy fields, like right now on this call, and everyone who's listening to us, it's just because we're feeling that exponential power of that group energy, and so our energy field goes out, and we feel a higher energy, or we feel the spirit world, we feel a part of ourselves that's opening up more, and that's almost like confirmation, validation. I always welcome it. I get excited when I get those little chills or goosebumps, angel bumps. I do, because for me, it's validation that I'm on the right track with what I'm saying. I'm getting my messages clear. I'm a good messenger at that moment. At least I feel I am. So, but that's what I'm, that's what I always, and then you can always ask the spirit world, your guides and angels want to they want a job, they want to help you. So ask them, hey guys, hey, my spirit team, like we did the heart earlier, with that young man that crossed over. But, we could do, a butterfly, or we could do a flower, whatever sign that you want to use. I mean, we could just say, put it out there and let me know that that's a validation, and make it so big that I know it's got to grab my attention, right? So make it so big, that sign, that I know it would come from no other, right? I know it's going to come from my guides and my angels and my spirit team, because it's almost like we're calling them forth. We're asking them for help. And that's what they want to do. They want to love us and support us and guide us. And knowing that it's for the highest good for all, it's just, the synchronicity of events is really going to be a telling tale for you too. I just feel that with you guys. Like this time 6 months from now, you'll go, isn't it amazing how this happened? Or a year from now, you'll go, wasn't that amazing when those two people came together, or we got this contract, or, we went live and there was seamless. And remember how we thought it was so hard, but now it's so easy for us, and we do it without even thinking twice. And our audience has grown, just beyond leaps and bounds. So you want to take that feeling of, even from your future self, if you have heard that, like, you want to talk about it like it's a year from now, right?
Okay.
So you can even feel that too.
Yeah.
But just to kind of help you, I also felt, not only with classes, but I felt the music that you use for your program is going to be key too. So whether you use the same introductory music that you use, or you pick a new one, I just kind of keep hearing that that's going to be key. So everything helps. Everything is a vibration. So always pick something that you feel good with, just to let you know if you're tapping your toe, or you're excited when the music starts, then that's a good resonate. It resonates. If it feels good, you're on the right path.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Wow, this is also wonderful. And I love Cheryl. Cheryl, you are amazing.
Thank you.
Wow,
Thank
you
you.
really got in there and spot on with so much. And just this excitement that you have created just by telling us all of this, it's like it even gets you going more to tap in like this. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. You're very welcome. Very welcome.
Well, okay, I have one little tiny question, just one little little question. Do you think what happened to me recently with my accident has created, it was one of the worst things, the worst thing that ever has happened to me physically or mentally or anything, but it has brought me two amazing things in my life, this and this person that has come back into my life. It's just like beyond, like I would never imagine. Now, does this normally happen when something really bad happens to a person with good karma? Because I've been told by other psychics I have good karma, that now it's my karma time? Because it's happening big time right now.
So, and I hear the number 3 with you. So just to let you know, Barbara, like 3 is a very good number for you. It's a very good fortune, good things happen in 3s, for example.
There are 3 of us. Not to jump in, but there are 3 of us.
Oh, perfect. So it's like this is it's also a guide for you, just to let you know. And I feel like somehow what has happened in your life energetically, what I feel Spirit's talking, is you have made more room in your life for you, okay? Like you're either you were living for someone else in the past, where there could be an old relationship or what have you. It's something about you dropping the past and coming into more of the present moment. It's about you living more for you. Like you're taking on more light. Also, you're taking on more understanding. How's that? But there should be a sense of you being pulled forward, is what I'm hearing. Is you are really following your intuition on this one. That's what I'm hearing, right?
Yes, definitely.
You're like trusting more. You're trusting more. And I just feel I feel happiness and joy around that. Like there's a sense of calmness and relief around you, even though maybe you're in the middle of it right now, and it doesn't feel that way. But on the outer circle, we'll just say the outer rim of things, the bigger picture, it does feel very calm and peace and very balanced. If I could just say this, I feel very balanced with you. You know, when your current situation does finally kind of complete and shift, there's a sense of knowing my direction. I'm going to totally trust myself from here on out. You know, that gut instinct, that first voice that we hear. I'm going to start listening to my guides, my angels, my higher self, and I'm only going to say yes to that because I know that's for my highest good, and I know I have support. You know, because we have to kind of acknowledge that, you know, we're spiritual beings having this human experience, and that you know, we are really powerful, and our energy is really big, and also it's very fragile, you know, so we have to balance out that delicate, you know, energy. It's quite loving, it's very strong, but it's also very delicate, and it needs that TLC or that loving care. That's why it's important to have that self-care with us. But may I also just say, Barbara, what they just told me is that you're also listening more. So once again, that makes perfect sense, because not only are you following your intuition, how do we do that? We do that through listening more, through going within.
Yes, and you know, just talking to you now, I calmed down with the negative part of things, and I'm focusing now. I feel the joy, and I feel like I'm enjoying thinking of this wonderful future, and so I can balance it better. I just think when I'm running around town and I'm trying to multitask, like I get so like a stomachache because it's like I can't even focus on either one, you know, because they're colliding. So just knowing that it's going to be amazing and better than I could ever imagine, it gives me more energy. It gives me strength. That gives me strength to that.
That's wonderful.
And you know what? It's so weird about the number 3.
Yeah.
Today,
what?
Oh my gosh, I was shopping, and I hardly ever do. I went to go get some new jeans. I look at these jeans, and it had a big tag, and it had a big 3 on it. And I thought, what in the world? 3? Who like sizes things with 3 anymore? It's always like 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or it's 25, 26, 27. It's never 3. Why would it be a 3? I didn't get it, right? And on the whole store, it was the only 3 I saw. Isn't that so strange?
It's just it's validation and confirmation, and say, and I just want to open up and say, yes, that's my confirmation. I'm so grateful that my guides and angels gave that to me, that number. I'm glad I acknowledged that I saw it. I am acknowledging it. I'm sending it back out to the universe with love and gratitude, acknowledging that beautiful 3, asking for more. You know, yes, I receive it, and more, please. Right? More, please. So then the universe
answered. I didn't know what to do with this 3, and now I know, because I'm learning as I go here. Wow.
And the universe sees Barbara, and it says, "Oh, look at Barbara. She acknowledged she got the 3, and she's so happy about it. Let's send her more of those." Right? Because the universe will send you more of what you are asking for and what you're attracting, especially when you're grateful for something, it absolutely comes in your highest good. You know, when we want to turn the wheels of favor in our direction, whether it's financial flow or loving relationships, or career path or health concerns, being in gratitude turns the wheels of favor in your direction. Have something to be grateful for. The air we breathe all the way down to the belly again. Take that moment and breathe down to the belly. Breathing in, just the ability to have that strong lungs, breathing in, drinking fresh water, having loving people in your life. These are wonderful things to be grateful for. And these are powerful things that we have to remind each other. And then we realize, gosh, we really are manifestors, aren't we? So let's manifest the good stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Wow, this was a very powerful session. This Cheryl is wonderful, I must say. Wow, thank you. Wow.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're enjoying it. Yeah, you're welcome.
Would you want to come back on?
Oh, I'd love to. I would love to talk with you again. This has been so much fun. This is so much fun. And I can tell the three of you just have this, you're like a powerhouse, and with Echo there too, but there's a powerhouse that you guys are operating from, right? So there's an engine of power, we'll just say, that you guys really do put your heart into what you do. And, you know, I can hear it in your voice when it comes through. So, you know, that's when we know when we're speaking kind of the same language or that it's resonating, you know, when our hearts are open, we have an open mind, an open heart, and we just come with in that vibration of love, right? And knowing that our purpose, is to serve. But yes, I would love to. Thank you.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, and I just friended you on
everybody.
Facebook.
Ah.
Oh, and I'm
Okay.
going to do the
Good.
same, too. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.